President-elect Donald Trump is facing a number of new controversies today, including those sharp words from outgoing CIA Director John Brennan, who is dismissing claims that he was behind leaks of unverified information and blasting Mr. Trump for some of his recent comments about the intelligence community. All this amid a growing number of Democrats who say they plan to boycott the inauguration. This morning, mounting tensions between President-elect Donald Trump and outgoing CIA Director John Brennan. Brennan, in an interview with the Wall Street Journal, unleashing on Trump for his comments last week after unverified and unflattering information was leaked about the president-elect. Was I a leaker of this? No, Brennan told the Wall Street Journal. And he took aim over these comments.
I think it's a disgrace. And I say that, and that's something that Nazi Germany would have done and did do.
Brennan telling the Journal, tell the families of those 117 CIA officers who are forever memorialized on our Wall of Honor that their loved ones who gave their lives were akin to Nazis. Over the weekend, Trump seemed to blame Brennan for the leaks, tweeting, was this the leaker of fake news? Brennan firing back. It's when there are allegations made about leaking or about dishonesty or a lack of integrity. That's where I think the line is crossed. It's the latest clash in what has been an ongoing feud between Mr. Trump and the intelligence community he's about to lead after officials determined that Russia tried to meddle in the U.S. election, a point Mr. Trump only recently acknowledged.
As far as hacking, I think it was Russia.
And there's more fallout this morning from Mr. Trump's war of words with civil rights icon Congressman John Lewis. More than 30 Democrats now saying they won't attend Trump's inauguration on Friday. The president-elect meeting with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s son at Trump Tower Monday, ignoring questions about the fight. Do you regret attacking Congressman John Lewis? Lewis sparked the controversy by telling NBC's Chuck Todd he doesn't see Trump as a legitimate president, leading Trump to lash out at the congressman on Twitter. Honoring Dr. King's legacy Monday, Congressman Lewis didn't mention Trump, but stressed.
When you see something that is not right, not fair, not just, you have a moral obligation to do something, to say something, and not be quiet.
Even First Lady Michelle Obama weighing in, tweeting, thinking of Dr. King and great leaders like @Rep. John Lewis who carry on his legacy. May their example be our call to action. The vice president-elect taking aim at Lewis.
I urge him to reconsider that statement. This is a week where we ought to be coming together.
NBC News has learned President-elect Trump is reaching out to another civil rights leader. A source familiar with the matter says Trump called Andrew Young Monday and invited him to the White House. In a letter to Mr. Trump obtained by NBC News, Young seemed to tacitly criticize those who are shutting out Trump, saying in the movement we never turned away from the opportunity to have conversations, even if they involved snarling dogs or swinging billy clubs. You can never find common ground without conversation. And this morning, a new CNN ORC poll shows Mr. Trump could be sworn in with historically low approval ratings. Take a look at the numbers. His approval rating at 40%. Compare that to President Obama, who had 84%, and former President George W. Bush, who had 61%. Meanwhile, we're also learning this morning that American automaker GM is expected to announce it's keeping 1,000 jobs here in the U.S., a plan the company says has been in the works for quite some time, but also comes several weeks after Mr. Trump attacked the company on Twitter for outsourcing jobs, what seems to be an increasingly common tactic for the incoming commander-in-chief. Matt, Cameron.
Kristin Welker. Kristin, thank you.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.